Welcome to the Product Roadmap doc. I want to take a moment to share how this doc is built and how you can use it to better manage your product roadmap and the people who are working on it. So here's the introduction page. It'll just have a quick table of contents, but where we really get into things is under the product folder in the feature roadmap. This is where you'll be able to see all the features that we're working on in a table, as well as all those features on the roadmap. What's really powerful about these views is if you move things on the roadmap like so, you'll see them change on the features table here. If you push the start date back a few weeks, it will push back a few weeks here on the roadmap. So that's the first step, is just managing what's already on our plate. Now, if we wanted to add a new feature to the roadmap, pretty easy. There's two ways. One, because this feels and looks like a spreadsheet, you can always add a new row down below, like so. Alternatively, we can click this button to add a new feature. Both work. So let's say we were working on a new way to handle payments, and we are now taking Bitcoin. So that's coming up in the future. And you'll see now that I've filled it all, the color is gone, meaning that we've filled out all the relevant information. And the handle payments is now on our product roadmap coming in Q2. So now that we have put that on a roadmap, we need to find, well, who the heck is going to be working on this? And that's when we move to the assign work section. So here in the assign work table in the resource allocation, we can see all the new features coming through. This is a new unstaffed feature that doesn't have anyone on it, as well as our new handle payments. So on this, I definitely need an engineer, and I can just add more people by clicking add new row. I would like a product manager and a designer as well. Engineers, it's going to take a lot of time to handle Bitcoin. We want to make sure it's right for the product manager. And designer, not much work. It's mostly back-end work. And then here on the people dropdown, this is only looking at engineers on our team. So I'll throw on Mariah. Nathan will be our PM. And Ellie is going to be our wonderful designer on this handle payments. So now we've got the product on the roadmap. We can visualize it and see it and communicate it really easily. We've decided how much effort and who is going to work on it. Now let's take a look at some ways that we can slice all this data. We'll move now to the resource utilization section. So firstly, we can see all the features that we're working on. Handling payments is showing up here as well. If we wanted to drill in and see who was specifically working on it, we can look at them like this. Now, if we wanted to flip the script and say, okay, for each person, what are they working on? We have this nifty visualization. So we can see here that Alden is really overloaded over this time frame. It's working on the billing integration, the mobile app, GDPR. We've really overloaded him. So something that I would probably want to do is take a few of these off of Alden's plate and put it on an engineer's plate. So what I can do here is for GDPR, let's take that off of Alden and put it onto Betty. So now that it's switched, we'll see it automatically updating over here. Alden doesn't have it anymore, and it's moved on to Betty's plate. And then another way that we can visualize that is seeing people and then over time what they're specifically working on. So you can see Alden's working on these few items over time, and now that Betty has taken over GDPR, we can see her on this too. Then the last way to slice it is, especially when we're meeting with engineering managers, design leads, being able to have the conversation about how much effort each team member has and across the board is really helpful. So here we can see the total effort across the team. Now there are a lot more engineers on our team than designers. So if we wanted to get a better sense on what the average looks like per person, we can see that even though there are more engineers, they are working harder than some of the other teams. So those are all the front end interactions of the day-to-day managing, adding, shifting, moving work around. And then in the listen and admin section, you'll find some of the base tables that drive all these views. So we have a feature roadmap table, an allocation table, and then a bunch of different tables that drive some of the things like people's, the skills they have, as well as the roles that are attached to each person. So I hope that helps for an introduction, and really looking forward to you using it, whether you're a product manager, a project manager, or a team lead hoping to visualize a product roadmap and share it with the rest of the team. Really hope that you have a lot of success with this template. Thank you.